Hello everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Artsnacks Plus. A little bit of backstory, because I wasn't actually supposed to receive this February box. I ordered the March box, but there was a little bit of a mix-up, so they sent me this one instead, but it's been rectified and they will be sending me the March box as well. The reason why I wanted to have the March box instead of the February is because I know what's in the February box, and there's a couple of items in here that I don't like using. They're not my favorites, but I thought as soon as they've sent me the box anyway, I might as well just give them another whirl. Maybe my skill has improved, or I'm in a better mood, or whatever, and it goes better than last time I tried using the products. And the other reason why I wanted to get the March box was because I wanted to compare it to O'Dea's Artful box, which they've just released on Valentine's Day, but that won't be shipped until like the middle of March, so I thought it was perfect timing to have both of the boxes together. Plus March, I believe, is Artsnacks' birthday box, so they usually do extra special stuff for that. So I just thought Artful's first ever box and Artsnacks' birthday box comparison, and see which one's the best option to go for in terms of being in the UK, because Artsnacks is a US company and this has come all the way from the States. And you do have to pay extra shipping, postage and packaging and things for getting it from the States, but at the moment it still works out cheaper than the UK box. So, you know, I will do that other box later in the month when obviously both of them are released. But yeah, let's get on with seeing what's in this box for February 2020. Still sounds like light years away, but it's not. It's here, it's now. And I did have a knife. It's gone. I've lost it. Where is the knife? Okie dokie. So, shall I do... Yeah, I'll do this first. I've seen these on YouTube and things. I think they're fantastic packaging. It's like a pencil case in its own. Or if you're just doing... well, I know I'll use these bubble wrap envelopes for when I'm working on particular projects. I like to keep the tools separate, so I know where they are and don't use them or whatever. It just helps me keep organised, but I'll always reuse these because they're fantastic. So we'll get all the goodies out first. Alright, so they're the little menus that we get. One, the standard one, and then the plus box one. I'll not really go into them, I'll just deal with the products for now. So let's go with the snack first. So we've got a... What is this? The Dum Dums mystery flavor. I'm guessing it's a lollipop of some sort. So when I start working on the art challenge, I'll have a lick of this and see what the mystery flavor is. Save wraps for stuff. Okay. So, yeah. Then we've got faber-castell Pick artist pens, 4 of them, and I believe this is just a plus box item. You don't get it in the standard one. I'll swatch these towards, well, not the end, but like in the middle of the video when I've pulled everything out. Pigmented India ink, maximum light fatness, light fastness. Waterproof, permanent, odorless, oh my god, acid-free, pH neutral. Oh my word. I should have learned how to speak English one day, I know. 4 nibs, a B, a CB, and a SC, and then a 1.5. These have been around for decades. Well, not decades, but for a long time ago. Because these are what I used to use in art college before I moved on to fine liners and things. But these are more of a brush type things. But we'll have a play with those towards the end. I'll deal with... And then this is the other Artsnacks Plus item that we get, which is fluid cold press finish, so it's got more of a texture as opposed to hot press. Watercolor paper, and it's 100% cotton. I've never actually used 100% cotton or any sort of cotton paper. I've always just used paper if that makes any sense. So there's 15 sheets in here, and it's bound on 2 sides, so that way you don't have to stretch the paper and it should stay relatively flat. Even though it says that it's cold pressed, it actually feels quite smooth. Some of the cold presses I've used in the past have been more textured like the cover is. But yeah, I've never used this brand before. 8 by 8 inches, so it's nice that they put a whole pad of stuff in here instead of just like a couple of sheets. So yeah, interesting to see what that's like. And then this, I believe, is the item you get in their smaller boxes. Just this. Share your unboxing with us at Artsnacks. Okay. Green, green, green. Well, not get rid of, but either use it or recycle it. So we've got our little Artsnacks stickers, which I think is actually on vinyl. They're not just paper ones, which is quite nice because it means they're waterproof. I'm just like not showing you at all. The colours are similar to what's in the pens. So we have that. So these are the items I've used before, and I'm not particularly a fan of them. So I'll give them another whirl for the sake of it. If not, if I still don't like them, I'll give them to someone that will get more use out of them. They've given us 2, one in Scarlet Red and Ultramarine. So a pinkish orangey red and a lightish blue, I think. But we'll swatch them out. Is that focusing on them? Is it? I believe with these you get a bullet tip and a brush tip. So we'll swatch those out in a little bit. And then next up we have a clean dot zig marker. It says it's water-based pigment. Ooh, there's more plastic wrapping. Oh, this does not want to come off. I don't know what kind of tip this is. A 0.5 tip. And it's like a hard tip. I've seen them before, but only on like Bristol pens, if anybody has those. I think this is Blue Bonnet colour, which is quite a cute name. And then on the other side we have this like spongy round dot end, which at the moment I kind of don't see the point of. Why can't you just make dots with a normal marker? But we'll have sample that. Then next up we have more plastic wrapping. It's time for a paintbrush. And the paintbrush is a Princeton round number 2 Glacier. I've never heard of Princeton or used the Princeton. Oh, and it's got a pointy end. I don't know if you can see that. So you could use that end for scratching into things. It feels super soft. Is it synthetic or natural hair? Let's see what it says on the little menu. Princeton synthetic brush, yeah, round number 2. The Princeton Glacier series. Okay, so you can ideal for watercolor and acrylic. Okay, so it's a versatile brush. I still like to keep them separate because some paints they always stain the brush, I think. And then the last item is a pencil, a thick pencil. Portugal Art Graph, water soluble. Oh, I've never used these. It says it's a 2B, but 5mm thick. As you can see, that is a thick lead. But it says it's a 2B, so we'll give that a whirl as well. So yeah, let's dive into the swatching of things and see how they react to water. Oh no, wait, I need to go over the menus. Okay, let me just get rid of the box, which I can reuse because it's a good box. No, we don't need that, that's more plastic wrapping. Which, by the way, can anyone tell me if there's a magic trick to get these things back on? Because I do like using them, but I always feel like I'm damaging the brush. So does anybody know a magic trick of how to get the little plastic round things back onto the paintbrushes without damaging the bristles? That would be very helpful. So let's just put these back in some sort of fashion. So yeah, on the menus, this is the standard menu, which just tells you about, they give you a little joke as well. I don't know if it's focusing. Is it focusing? Yeah. So yeah, it says these faber-castells are $5.99. The dot marker is $3.30, and the paintbrush is $8.35, and the graphite pencil is $2.50. So, and then it's just on about the art challenge. Use all the products in your box to create an original piece of art. Snap a picture of your artwork and share it on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. With the hashtag Artsnacks challenge. And then Are You in the Mix, their online community, which I need to join. So yep, that's just the standard little menu. Then the plus menu then tells you that the watercolor block retails at $17.81, not pounds, dollars. So they will be a little bit cheaper when I convert them into pounds. And then the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens, that's what they're called, Pitt Artist Pens, $13.25. With the prices, I do like to double check, sort of just to see if these things are bollocks, basically, because they usually are. They usually fluff up their prices just to make things look even better, but I don't know why Artsnacks feel they need to do that, because they usually, from what I've seen, are quite a good art value for money anyway. Okay, and then yep, that's those. So let's get doing some swatching first before I decide what to draw and paint. Alright, so do I want to use this paper because it feels so nice? Yeah, use the paper, otherwise you never know, it's going to react differently. Oh, shiny. So let's do the do the graphite next, so leave a bit of space. I don't know why the graphite just looks different to a normal pencil, but it goes on the paper like a normal pencil. Like, it doesn't feel like a coloured pencil, but it looks like a coloured pencil, but it doesn't feel like it. But we'll see how it works with water in just a second. So I'll put that there for now, and let's go with the Zig Clean Dot marker. And what colour was it? Blue Bonnet, which is, oh god, this lid just does not want to come off. Alright, this is a super duper hard nib. Just, oh, I was expecting it to be like really spongy, but it's actually not. It's actually quite hard. So the lighter you press, the smaller the dot you get. And then you go super hard. When you go super hard, they remind me of those I don't know if anybody ever played bingo with their grandparents, but they're like the bingo markers that you get, which are just, I don't know, it seems to be quite weird, but I don't know, it's kind of satisfying actually to get these little tiny dots and then boom, big dot. I don't know, it just seems quite satisfying to me. I don't know what I would use that for, but I don't know. It's strange, but I like it. But me sinks me likey. So we just put dot nib. I will one day learn the English language. I'll be saying that when I'm 100 not, and I'll still not speak the English language. But I really like the colour as well. I needed to put the colour, what colour it is. Oi! Such a hard lid to get off. Blue Bonnet. Yeah, when you go quite fast in them, it loses its colour. So you need to go a little bit, well, I suppose it depends on the effect that you're going for. Ooh. And then these little demons. Little demons. Let's go for the brush tip, the bullet tip. Ooh, the blue is actually much darker blue than what it is shown. It is more of an ultramarine blue. The thing that gets me with these is they feel just like felt tip pens, but I know they're not. Look at me making sure that I spell faber-castell right. The other little tip that I've learned with these is you can put the lid on the top so you don't lose it. That's that bullet side. So then we get onto the brush side. I'll add water to that in just a second and put it on that side. Ooh, this is Scarlet Red? Well, yeah, Scarlet Reds are not supposed to be red. They're supposed to be more of a corally orange. Hence the word scarlet. Whereas a lot of people misconstrued that Scarlet is actually like a deep red, and it's actually not. But that's a whole other conversation for a different day. I've got to admit that they're going on the paper quite beautifully. Whereas the last time I used these, I just used them on hot pressed Derwent watercolor paper, which is actually more for the intense pencils. So, alright, let's add some magic. And it's called water. Look at that, magician giving away the things. And I'm using the brush that they gave. So, alright. You really have to drag this out. Yeah, this is the reason why I didn't particularly like using them in the past, is you have got to work super duper fast, because otherwise you get this outline that I hate. So you can't really sort of get around that unless you work super duper fast. I'll test that in a minute, but let's just see what the blue looks like. So the blue. Come on, add more water. Yeah. Did they say that the dot markers like water soluble? Yep, that's not blending at all. Let's see if they're definitely... Yep, they're definitely... Oh, no! They're not waterproof. Whoa! Are they supposed to be waterproof? Waterproof permanent. Mr. Faber-Castell! I think we have an issue. Let's try it on the... Yep, Mr. Faber-Castell, you are not waterproof at all. Look at that. We've got messiness. Alright, now the one that I'm really interested in is... Oh, now this I like. Look at this. This goes beautifully. And you don't get that hard line that you get with the markers, but this is a graphite pencil, so it should be nicer. But this, me like you this. Right, now let's try, as soon as I put the let me get plenty of water on my brush. Alright, so as soon as you put the marker down, you can get it to disappear, i.e. not have this horrible outline. But you've got to work super duper fast in order for that to happen. See what I mean? It's I left it for a split second there. Add more water, see if that works. No. This is why I don't like these pens. I don't like them. I don't like them. Because you can't just use them directly like that. I feel like you've then got to get a palette. Like this one. Just move the Artsnacks there. Ignore that. That is a little bit of spoiler of what's going on there, because I'm actually in the middle of filming my March bullet journal spread. So a little bit of a spoiler there. So yeah, I think with these you have to use them with a palette, which is obviously, I understand for mixing the colours, that makes sense. But what's the point of it being a marker if you've got to get a palette out anyway? It makes no sense. It makes no sense, Faber-Castell. Makes no sense.